and your Season 10 Pro League champion, Esports!
Guys, welcome back to Ailiments Gaming. My name is Daxton, and today we're taking a look at esports titles and determining here for 2020 if they are dead. Popular esports titles like League of Legends, Rainbow Six Siege, and others will have their own video in the future, but today we're going to kick this series off by taking a look at arguably the most iconic and prolific esports title, Counter-Strike Global Offense. But before we jump in, I just want to let you know about our Facebook page, Ailiments Gaming. There you will find where myself and the Loose Moose host our streams or talk about upcoming exciting things that will happen in the future. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check that out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos just like this. I have plenty of these planned and you don't want to miss out. Now that my self-loathing self-promotion is out of the way, let's talk about some CSGO. Counter-Strike has been in esports for around 20 years now. The first tournament that was held was the Cyber Athlete Professional League Winter Championship and was won by none other than Ninjas in Pajamas, which has now branched out to other esports titles as well. The first ever tournament had a prize pool of $150,000. Now fast forward to August of 2012, CSGO or Counter-Strike Global Offensive was released, and with it came a whole new wave of people joining the competitive game. With 52,000 players peak playing CSGO in its first month alone, it was already looking promising for the new title. On September 16th of 2013, Valve announced the first CSGO major championship that would be known for future years as DreamHack 2013. The first tournament would take place in Sweden and would offer a prize pool of $250,000. This would be the most important esports event to take place for Counter-Strike. But how is this monster of a game doing now in 2020? Is the game still growing in popularity? Well, it turns out that, yes actually, the game is still continuing to grow in numbers. According to the Steam charts, CSGO has one of the highest player bases that it has ever seen. In the past 30 days alone, it has seen an 8.39% increase in players, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it translates to 38,317 new players in the game, with its peak amount of players at one time being 817,229 players. Counter-Strike has had its ups and downs as of recently. Fans of the game actually did not like the fact that it went free to play in December of 2018 due to an increase in cheaters and hackers that started happening due to the high amount of people that were given Prime for free if they had already purchased the game before it went free to play. And usually you would think that a game going free would be a good thing, since that means that more players will be joining the ranks and breathing life into a potentially dying game, but that does not seem to be the case this time. While yes, the player base dramatically increased as soon as the game was announced to be free, in January of 2019 CSGO saw a massive increase in its players. They saw a 27.55% increase, which added 85,000 new players to the game. That is more players than had originally played the game on its first month of release alone. So the problem with the game going free to play is that there are going to be a lot of cheaters, because there is no way to stop the cheaters from just creating a new account if they get banned and start cheating again right away. This may be true in other free-to-play games as well, but the VAC system that is supposed to be able to handle the hackers and cheaters just doesn't seem to always do the best job. It's not a huge problem for the people who have the Prime accounts, because Prime itself is a deterrent from hackers and cheaters, just because of the added steps that have to be done before you can play on Prime servers. But for all the new players that don't have Prime servers, this can be a real downer having to deal with all the cheaters and hackers. On the Steam review page, there are countless reviews of people who state that hackers and cheaters are a huge problem right now. Even the positive reviews state something to that nature. So now the question still stands. Is CSGO dead in 2020? I would say no, actually, not at all. Its player base is still a lot larger than I had imagined it would be, and if you want to get the game and try it out for free, I'd say go for it. Just know that you might want to go ahead and try to get that Prime before you go ahead and jump into any competitive matches. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what esports game you want to see next in the series. The next title we'll be covering is going to be Rainbow Six Siege, which is probably my favorite and most played game of all time. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.